Assalamualaikum. My name is S69919. The street number S69919. Okay, today I want to show how to answer the question A to L. Use the Microsoft Access. Okay, the first question A. For which items are there at least 100 units in quantity on hand? Okay, go to create and then query design and choose the inventory and then item ID description and then quantity on hand, and this column quantity on hand criteria write a more than equal 100 and then click the run, and this question answer the question A, and then we save the file for question A and save. Okay, question B. What were the item numbers, price and quantity of each item sold on invoice number 103? Okay, this question, create query design and then choose the inventory and then says inventory. Okay, in column inventory, click the item ID, sales price, quantity and invoice. Okay, this column invoice criteria write the 103 and then click run. Okay, this answer to question B, and then we can save the file question B and save. Okay, question C. Which customer made purchase from Martinez? Provide customer name and salesperson. Show customer name only once, even if they purchase from Martinez multiple times. Okay, we go to create and then query design and choose the customer and then sales. Okay. Customer, click the customer name and then sales, click the salespersons. Okay, and then we total up, and then this salesperson criteria write the Martinez. Okay, after this click run and then answer the questions C, and then we can save the file question C. Okay, question D. List invoice, sales date, salesperson, customer name and amount for invoice whose amount is more than 1015. Sort the amount from largest to smallest. Okay, go to create and then query design. Choose the customer and then sales. Okay, the customer, choose the customer name and then says the invoice, says date, says person and then amount. Okay, this call amount, choose the descending and then this criteria write the more than 1500 and then click right. Okay, we can see the answer the questions D, and then we can save the file question D. Okay, question E. List invoice, item ID, description, sales price, list price, quantity and compute the extensions sales price multiply quantity for all items sold where the sales price is different than the list price. Sort by item ID is descending order. Okay, go to create and query design. Okay, choose the sales inventory and then inventory. Okay, and this sales, choose the invoice and then inventory, item ID, descriptions, selling price, list price and quantity. Okay, and next column write the sales price multiply with quantity. Okay, and this column item ID, click descending and then sales price, write the more less list price. Okay, and then we click the right. Okay, then we can see the answer to questions E, and then we can save the file question E. Okay, question F. Compute the profit margin for each item sold. Calculate the profit margin as sales price minus standard cost divide sales price. This invoice says the item ID, sales price, quantity, and compute profit margin. Sort by profit margin is descending order. Okay, this question, create and then query design. Okay, then we choose the sales inventory and then inventory. Okay, and column sales, click the invoice, sales date, and then sales inventory, click the sales price, quantity, and then inventory item ID. Okay, the next column, we write the formula profit margin, sales price minus standard cost, and then divide by sales price. Okay, then and this column we choose the descending, and then we go click the right. Okay, and then we can see the questions, answer the question F, and save file question F. Okay, question G. Compute the profit for each line of the invoice. Calculate the profit as sales price minus standard cost multiply quantity. List invoice says the item ID, sales price, quantity, and compute profit. Sort by invoice is ascending, then profit in descending order. Okay, we go to create and then query design, and then this question choose the sales inventory, and then inventory. Okay, and this column sales, choose the invoice, sales date, item ID, selling price, and then quantity. And next column, write the formula sales price minus standard cost and multiply quantity. Okay, and then invoice, choose the ascending, and then this column choose the descending, and click the right, and then we can look the answer the question G, and then we can save file question G. Okay, next question H. How many sales transactions we made in October? Name your output column, num of sales. Okay, first go to create and then query design, and this question choose the sales. Okay, then first column write the num of sales, count bracket star. Okay, second column write the month bracket sales date and then this column anti, and then criteria is 10, and then click right. Okay, this is the answer to question H, and we can save. Okay, next question I. How many customers live in Arizona? List the state and count of customers. Okay, go to create and then query design. Okay, and this question choose the customer. Okay, and then click the state. Okay, the second column write the count of customer ID, and then total up, and group by choose the count, and then the first column state criteria write the exact. Okay, then click run. Okay, this answer to question I, and save the file question I. Next question G. How many customers live in each state? List the state and count of customers. Sort the list alphabetically by state. Okay, first create and then query design, and this question choose the customer, and then click the state, and second column write the count of customer ID. Okay, and then total up, and group by choose the counts, and then the first column choose the ascending, and then click the right and show the answer to question G, and save the file question G. Okay, next question K. How much did each salesperson sales based on sales amount? List salesperson and total amount. Sort from largest total amount to smallest. Okay, this question create query design, and then choose the sales, and then click the salesperson, and then the second column write the total amount, and then total up, and then group by change the sum, and then sort, click the descending, and then click right, and this show that the questions answer the question K, and save file question K. Okay, the last question L. How many unit of each item we sold? List item ID, description, and total sold. Sort on total sold in ascending order. Okay, create and then query design, and choose the inventory, and then sales inventory, and this inventory click the item ID and description, and next column write the total sold quantity, and then total up, and group by change the sum, and then sort, choose the ascending. After that we click run and show the answer question L, and save the file question L. Okay, that's all from me to answer the question A to L. Use the Microsoft Access. Thank you.